for coming for today's sessions. So today I'm going to talk about mixed reality and power apps. My name is Mary Angela Cerbolles, and I'm an application analyst here in Singapore, focused on SharePoint and Power Platform, and also a Microsoft MVP. So I love to read books during my free time and watch movies and animes. And also, you can find me on Twitter, LinkedIn, and my blog by scanning this QR code below. So we are going to explore mixed reality and its component in Power Apps, also the requirements that needed to get started, and I'm going to show you how to create your first mixed reality in Power Apps without the use of code. Mixed reality has become a crucial part of our digital transformations. It helps business visualize and interact with digital objects in the real world. It also helps enhance customer experience, improve customer and employee engagement. In, in fact, 87% of the businesses are currently exploring, piloting, and deploying mixed reality in their business. Survey shows that companies who implement mixed reality in the way they work help improve their productivity and customer satisfaction. Most of the current mobiles are augmented reality capability. Without the use of HoloLens or other AR wearable capability devices, we can experience augmented reality through our cell phones. If you're not familiar with Microsoft Power Platform is a low-code platform where you can analyze your business's data using Power BI, build application using Power Apps, automate your process using Power Automate, and build intelligent bot using Power Virtual Agents. Your data could be in Microsoft Dataverse, or you can also connect it with your external and internal data using data connectors and infuse UI by using the AI builder with a point and click experience. Citizen developer or business users can easily turn their business problem to a solution by building an application using this platform. One feature that has been added in Power Apps is mixed reality. This has been released in public preview to help app makers or citizen developer can easily build application with mixed reality. Your customers or employees can easily visualize 3D objects and 2D images with the products that they want to see using their mobile phones, or take measurements without the use of measuring tape and place 3D objects or 2D images from digital world to the real world. You can also use JPEG or PNG images if you don't have 3D objects in leveraging the mixed reality in the Power Apps. One of the case scenario is when I click this mixed reality button, it will open the live feed camera to take the measurement of these two glass cases. As I want to change it to the bookshelf, I just point the device from point A to point B, take the measure in centimeter, and filter the available bookshelf from the measurements that I get. So I could view a 3D objects from here. I could zoom in and zoom out, and I'm going to use another mixed reality component to visualize the object in the real world. And from there, I could also take photo from it and use this photo to send it to your customer or to the supplier for your approval. So what are the mixed reality components that is available in Power Apps? First, you have the view in MR 2D and 3D objects, so you can visualize 2D and or 3D objects from in the real world. Also, you could view shape using the cube to visualize the specific space where you are going to place the object. Measure in MR, which you can use to take the measurement, and view in 3D, which can be found under the media category in Power Apps, which I'm going to show you later on how you are going to add this component. So first, before we build our first mixed reality, these are the requirements that we are going to these are the requirements that we needed. First, we need to enable the mixed reality features in each of our Canvas app. Second is you need to have a mixed reality capable device, AR core capable device. And the supported file type for the 3D objects is .glb file. The reason why we need to enable mixed reality feature in our each Canvas app, it's because it's still in public preview. So if it's in general availability, you don't need to add the mixed reality feature, and you don't need to enable the mixed reality. So we are going to do a demo. So first components that we need to do is view 3D objects and 2D images. So if I switch here in my demo, okay, so this is my simple demo. This is the simple applications that I built for the mixed reality and Power Apps. So before we start, the first requirements is you need to enable the mixed reality in your Power Apps or in your Canvas. So what you need to do is you go here in the file and then you go to settings, advanced settings, and then under preview features, you enable the mixed reality features. After that, you will see under the insert category, you will have here the mixed reality on top of it. So you will have the view and MR, view shape and MR, and measure and MR. And then under the gallery, under the media category, you will have the view in 3D preview here. Also, you can also view it in your left navigation. If you expand this, under insert, you will see as well the mixed reality here below, as well as under the media, you will have the view in 3D. Now, for our demo, for my demo, okay, so I built this simple application which I shown you earlier. So the data source that I have here is in my SharePoint. So these are the list of my furniture that is available in my shop. So I have the title of the shelf, the price, height, width, and depth. And then when I open this shelf, I added an attachment. So the attachment has a 3D object. So if I zoom it here, so I attach a shelf to plain GLB file. So it should be a .glb. Now to add this mixed reality in my application, the component. So what I have here is the measure and MR because I'm going to take a measurement from the real world and then get the measurement of it. So I just insert the measure and MR here. So I just insert measure and MR, and then the properties that is available here is you have the text display type. So uh, I could choose like icon plus text, or so if I'm going to open this one, so you can change the text here like take a measurement if you want to use this kind of display type. So you just edit this text, or you could use just a text only. But for this demo, I'm going to use the icon. I'm going to make it smaller. And then the unit of measurement that I use is centimeters. So you could use the feet, inches, meters. And the measuring type that I'm going to get is distance. So you can use area, and volume, and volume. Now in the advanced settings of this measure in MR, I have this function. So on change. So if I click this measure in MR button, I'm going to set a variable width in centimeter with the value in the measurement stat length. So I'm going to take the measurement and then save it in the variable width in centimeter. And then from here, in my label with, I inserted a label here. So I use this one. And then set the text properties to width in centimeter. So the variable from here in the measure in MR, I put it here in the width in centimeter. Now, the button here is if I select this one, it will navigate into the second screen. So this one, if I select this one, it will navigate to the second screen that where I have the list of the available furniture that I have in my data source, which is the SharePoint that I have that I shown you a while ago. And then so the data source of this one is the furniture list. So if for example you have so because we already have the width that we get from from the measurement that we get, so I could filter this gallery here. So I could use this function to filter out, so filter out the value of the width, which is the width. Okay, the width here is the width from here of the from the data source. So I have width. So I'm going to filter out with the width and the width in centimeter, which I get from the measurements that I have. So it will only display the uh, available furnitures that I have with from the from the measurements that I get in the first screen. But for now, because I'm building, so because I'm building it, so I can't see any item here. So for now, I'll just remove the filtering first so that it will see. Okay, okay. Now, so what I have, so if I select this left icon here, this icon, it will navigate to the second screen. It will give you the detailed information of this specific furniture. Let's say I use the modern shelf. Okay. So if I select this one, so it will navigate into the third screen. So what I have here in the third screen, I insert a view in 3D. So this one comes from here under the media gallery. So I insert a view in 3D. And then the data source for this one is from the, if I open the source, okay. So I use the first gallery one that selected that attachment. So I use the attach file of this item with it, which is in the .shlb file. So I got it from the gallery one because the gallery one comes from the data source in SharePoint. So if I selected that one, it will it will have this information. So I have this value. So from here, you could zoom in, zoom out in the 3D object, or you can also refresh it. It will goes back to the original view. So this is the view in 3D. Now I inserted another one, gallery, and then I have this view and MR. The view and MR here is that if you click this one, this will open the your live feed camera that you have in your phone, and then this is where it will go to it will show you the object in the real world. So the data source for this one is the first gallery, that one that selected that attached value. This is the 3D objects that we have from the list or from the attachment. So let's say you don't have a 3D object and you only have an images. So you could use this one. You could use PNG or JPEG file because I have an image here. So I use only if I go back here in the gallery one. So I use this one. I use the 2D images of this specific, oops, sorry. specific item. So I use this one. So gallery that one that selected that image one. So if I go back here, so I use the data source gallery one that selected that image one. So if for example you're done with if you're done building with application with your application, so you just save this file and then you publish it. So if we play this area, if we are going to play this view in 2D images, because I use the 2D images here instead of the 3D object, this will look like this. This will look like, okay. If I open this browse catalog and then select the shelf one playing, so I use that to the PNG file. So this will be it look like. So you instead of using the 3D object, you can use the PNG file. I mean the 2D object, 2D image. Now the view shape and MR. So let's say you don't have images, or you just want to use the cube or a rectangular shape to measure or to view 3D objects uh, in the real world. So we could use the view shape and MR components that is available in Power Apps. So if I go back here in my demo, so okay, so let's say I select this modern shelf. Okay. So I place a new component here, place a cube. So I insert this component. I use this view shape in MR, and then my unit of the properties that I use is the under the unit of measurement I use the centimeters, and then in the advanced settings, because I want to get the exact width, height, and depth of this width of this shelf, so I use the information here in the list. So I have the height, the width, and the depth. So I used this that item, which means that whatever that I have here in the gallery, because the gallery here, okay, wait, sorry, but gallery here, the source of this one is the gallery one that's selected, which is this one. This one comes from the data source, which is SharePoint one. So if I selected this one, so the information that I have from gallery screen 2 to screen 3 is gallery 1 that's selected. And then I inserted a gallery here, which the data source is the data source. Oh, if I okay, uh, okay, sorry. The items that I use is the gallery 1 that's selected. So I have here this information, and then this is the place a cube. So the information of this gallery one that's selected is I have the width, height, and depth. So I use this properties to put it under my advanced setting. So I have this that item that width, and then this that item height and the depth. So if I play this, if I play this application, it will have this it will have this cube like this one. So you don't need if you have no image if you want to just only view the shape of the object, so you will look like this one. You're going to place a cube, if you're going to use the component of a place a cube. Now, so that's how easy it is to create an application with mixed reality in Power Apps. So you have this four components. So you could use the view in MR, 2D and 3D objects, view shape in MR, measure in MR, and view in 3D. So with that, you can easily insert mixed reality in your application by just clicking and without the use of code. So to learn more about this, we could have this reference. So you can scan this QR code below. And thank you so much and keep safe, everyone.